Hey, it's Gigi the Gadget Goddess. I've had this LG Wing for about a week. I brought the other two phones that I have in my lineup right now, and I'm not gonna do any real comparisons, but I really do want to cover some things on the Wing before I start comparing it to the iPhone and the Z Fold and the other device I have coming. So I want to talk about it a little bit. Couple things I want to cover on this device. It's a really unique and decent looking device. I don't really see any issues with the appearance. It looks like most phones until you hit the swivel on it. But outside of that, I think the swivel causes some issues that you wouldn't have had without the swivel. I like to quote Grant Likes Tech and say, so it's a solution looking for a problem. Because this phone fixes no issues that people might complain about. It just gives you a new way of looking at your technology. I say that because I'm not big on having haptic feedback on my phone. When I use this device and I send a text message, the screens hitting each other causes haptic feedback even if you don't want it. You feel it. So as you're typing, you're like, do I have haptic feedback on? Well, I don't at all because I turn it off. But this phone makes me feel like I have haptic feedback on all the time. I am not here to completely bash this phone. There are things I like about this phone. I'm not getting excessive battery life and I'm not getting terrible battery life. I get average battery life. If a phone has terrible battery life, I notice, because if it dies in a day, then that's a problem when I'm using two phones. So let's put the battery argument to the side. I absolutely, positively cannot wait to compare this camera to my Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 2's camera. I like it better. I like selfies. I like the video. I like all of the components, but I've always liked LG cameras. 9 times out of 10, I usually use Flex key on my phones when I use Android as a keyboard. I said I'd try the LG keyboard out because I am one to use the phone as it is before I change anything, and I despise the LG keyboard. And you might say, well, use Gboard. I could, but that goes back into this swivel and how it causes more problems than it causes, solutions. If I use a third-party keyboard, when I swivel the phone up, the keyboard doesn't appear in the lower half. It appears up on the swivel, which gives me even less space and makes the swivel even more useless. So I use the LG keyboard, but its autocorrect is super aggressive. To me, even more aggressive than my iPhones. So I don't even like having to correct a word twice that I typed in right the first time and you wanted to second guess me and change it. I don't like having to fix that. I'm pretty quick with texting, and so that really holds me back to have to go back and fix words over and over. The more I've used this phone, the more I've used the swivel. And I am enjoying it. The fingerprint unlock on the main screen, when you swivel it up, it's quite a reach, right? That being said, if I have to reach up there to unlock the phone, also if I'm using the LG keyboard and I want to hit enter or I want to send whatever message I sent, I also have to reach up to the top part of the swivel. All these, you could say, are very nitpickish. Yes, you're stretching your finger. Yeah, you're reaching up there, but it's repetitive and it takes time. And once you factor how much time you're using to autocorrect words, to send, to unlock, because the unlock is way up there, you've spent extra minutes in your phone when you could be using those to do other things in your day. Software has been flawless. I haven't had one crash since I've used this phone, and I've had it a week. I have had other devices to crash within the first week. That is a thing. Flawless, it doesn't lag even though it has a slower processor. It is snappy, and I have no complaints about the software other than the fact that LG has not sent an update to this phone. The first update you got with the phone was the only update you're going to get for this phone. LG needs to either get on the ball or just formally come out and say they're done with updating phones, creating phones, supporting phones. I really just wanted to update you on this device and how I felt about it a week in before I started comparing it to other devices. I have only been using this device. I do have another device coming in, and I will be tri-textual for a while because I received a SIM for 3 months of service, and I figured what better way to test out phones head to head than to actually have SIMs in both of them. That being said, that's gonna be a lot to carry around, but I got a big purse. Shout out to the cat family on that one. Big purses, big phones. I appreciate all of your subscriptions, all of the members that have paid to donate to my channel monthly. And I also appreciate people who just drop by and watch my videos. That being said, I'll catch you on the next video. Holla!